I didn't know I was a ghost until the wedding night. The drums were loud. Too loud. They shook the ground, but somehow, they never reached my chest. People danced around me, smiling, celebrating, touching my hands. Yet every touch felt distant, like it passed through air before reaching me. I thought it was fear. They say brides are always afraid, but fear doesn't feel empty. I stood beside the man they called my husband. He wore red beads and looked proud, yet his hands trembled whenever he held mine. I tried to squeeze his fingers, to reassure him, but he flinched, as if my touch burned. "My love," I whispered, "are you all right?" He didn't answer. My mother cried through the ceremony. Not the quiet tears of joy, but deep sobs she tried to hide. My father couldn't look at me. The elders kept nodding to each other, speaking in low voices. "This union will save us," one of them said. "It must be done properly," another replied. I thought they meant tradition. I didn't know they meant sacrifice. That night, after the last drumbeat faded and the guests went home, my husband did not take me to his house. Instead, he led me away from the village. The moon was high. The forest was silent. "Where are we going?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. "To complete the marriage," he said. His voice cracked. We walked deeper into the forest. Leaves crunched beneath his feet. But when I looked down, I noticed something strange. I made no sound. I stopped walking. "Do you hear that?" I asked. He turned back, confused. "Hear what?" "The leaves," I said. "They don't hear me." That's when his face collapsed. At the clearing, torches burned around a stone altar. The elders stepped out of the shadows. My mother was there. My father too. No one met my eyes. Then I saw it, a grave, fresh soil. White stones, and a wooden marker carved with my name. My knees should have buckled, but they didn't. "What is this?" I whispered. My husband fell to his knees. "You died 3 days ago," he said, tears spilling freely now. "The sickness took you. We buried you before sunrise." I laughed. It sounded hollow. "That's not funny," I said. "I'm standing right here." The eldest stepped forward. "Your body is gone," he said calmly. "But your spirit lingered." The signs were clear. The truth hit me slowly, like cold water. I remembered the fever. The darkness. The silence. I touched my chest. I felt nothing. "The marriage," the elder continued, "was to bind your spirit. A ghost tied to a living man becomes a guardian. You would protect the village." I stared at them. "So I was not married," I said quietly. "I was claimed." The chanting began. I waited to feel pain. To feel fear. To feel something, but nothing came. The fire flickered. The ground stayed still. The elders panicked. "It's not working," one whispered. That's when I understood. They wanted a broken spirit, but I was not broken. I felt no anger. No hunger for revenge, only clarity. I stepped away from the altar. "I will not protect people who lied to me," I said. The forest went silent. I looked at my husband, still kneeling. "You were afraid," I told him softly. "But fear is not an excuse for betrayal." Then I let go. At dawn, the village found nothing in the clearing, no ghost. No curse. No guardian, only a lesson they could not bury. Those who use others as sacrifices will one day stand alone, unprotected by lies. If you like this story, please subscribe, like and share.